What's going on, guys? All right, so we got news. Basically, we live here in Washington State. There's a lot of things going on with house prices and trying to buy a house and skyrocketing prices and rent prices, and it's just it's tiring.
Yep.
It's tiring, and we've been trying to find another good spot or a good place to buy or even rent, and it's just like $3,000 for that a month. Like, I don't want to spend $36,000 a year for rent. So we made a decision, right, Boo Boo? You gonna get in the camera and say hi to everybody? She's being a weirdo, so she doesn't want to say hi. So she's not in it. We made a decision. We went and bought ourselves a toy hauler. So we're going to be vlogging us moving in, remodeling it, and everything. So we're gonna show you it real quick. Now, we did start by accident. We got a little bit too excited, so it is a mess inside. But our friend, well, now friend Dean, hooked us up with this toy hauler for an amazing price.
Yeah.
And so we already started remodeling it, and it was almost like brand new inside. So it was not a hoopty or anything like that. It was definitely, you could go right in it and live in it. There she is. So we are excited. We're going to bring you guys along on this journey, and we're going to show you it off, or show it to you right now. All right.
Want to go show them?
So here she is. It is not brand new, of course. We are on a budget, so we bought what we could afford. I didn't want any crazy payments, and honestly, I didn't want to go out and buy a $150,000 toy hauler. So this is a 2008 Raptor 3712. Take a little walk around so you can see it. It needs a little bit of stuff, you know, nothing too crazy, but just updated. So now we'll come on in. Have fun, Jalen? All right, so as you can see, we have already started tearing this thing up. I'm sorry I don't have a wider lens. I'm getting a bigger lens since we're going to be in here, but basically this is what we got so far. We're going to put ourselves a nice couch over here, and then we're going to do a little office or hobby desk over there for Jalen and Mallory. We're going to redo the kitchen. Probably cut half of this off, and maybe even cut some of that to shorten it up, give it a little bit more room. There's the kitchen. We're actually going to do something a little bit different. This is where the master bedroom is, but we are going to tear it out, and that's going to be Jalen's room. So I'll kind of explain. So when you come up here, we are going to tear all this out, and we're going to do a little bed over here in the corner with a T, because we have the, we didn't know, oh, we have the mechanism down here that you can't really move that operates the slide, because we definitely want a slide in here. So we're going to build a box around this, bring it up about this high, so be a little play table for her, so when her bed's inside there, she can have her little Legos, do schoolwork or anything like that. It'll be just as wide as this metal piece. So give her some more room over here on this side, so she'll have about 2 feet on this side. Wardrobe right here. We're getting rid of this whole wall, pulling out this door because this is our bathroom, and then right here we're going to put a slider that slides all the way across and basically cuts this bathroom off from her room. We're also going to pull off and rip all of this out, get rid of that. That gives a lot more space for her to be able to play. And we're going to put a little dresser right here on the bottom from IKEA, a dresser over here in the side so she can get her stuff here, and then we'll have the rest of this for winter clothes and our wardrobe stuff. All right, Jalen is going to show you the her little top part. Go ahead and crawl up there, boo boo.
You're out of your face.
So that part's pretty cool. Lots of storage. So that's actually a queen size bed up there.
There's a light.
Basically everything has this tape.
Yeah.
Tape right here. And tape right there. That's coming out. Mirror. All this. Well, apparently we're getting rid of all that now too. So I've talked about that. Ripping this out. And then changing all the facing on all this kind of stuff. So what else are you doing, Mama?
Then we're going, so after everything in here is completely gutted, we are going to paint everything white as a base. The cabinets and stuff, the upper cabinets will be white, the ones that we are keeping, which are basically none. But the lower cabinets will be black to give some contrast, and then we're going to rip out the floor and completely redo the floors. And yeah, so we're just going to add like fun touches, fun wallpaper, different kinds of paints. We're gonna do the master bedroom, like kind of a dark and moody feel. The household area, kitchen plus living, this whole space is going to be really light and bright, so it feels very open when people are in here. And that's also why we're getting rid of like a lot of the cabinetry to make it much more open. We're keeping some, but like this piece where, you know, it's just like really awkward storage and you don't really know what to do with it. It's just best to get rid of it and figure out something else.
Do you want to explain what we're going to be doing in here?
Yeah. And Mama's bedroom.
Alright, so this is going to be our room.
Yeah.
Which is a 12-foot, because this is a toy hauler, of course.
Yeah.
So this is 12 feet. It's got the rails, and then above us is couch and then a queen. So it does go all the way to the ceiling. I just brought it down a little bit, so, but
So what we're gonna do is the couches are going. We're just getting rid of them. That way there's more open space above, because the bunk that Jalen was just in is so low right here. We don't really want to take up any more ceiling space than we have to. And then we are going to rip all this stuff out, or possibly just put like insulation on it and then hardwood floor on it. I'm not really sure how we're gonna go about that quite yet. And then with the white bed frame, we're going to paint this black so it matches the windows, because we really like black and black accents in this house. And then for the walls, we're thinking about doing like a really cool emerald green, hunter green feel. Probably more of an emerald green, because at least in the light that gives you some reflection. And yeah, we're gonna be taking this stuff down. We're gonna set up a desk right here for Brandon, because we work from home and he has this whole desktop setup. It's crazy. And then we'll probably be putting a dresser over here. We also have these. I don't know if you guys can see them. There's these big cabinets on each side, and we're going to be taking these out because they take up so much room. They're ugly as crap. They're so ugly, and they're even, yeah, that's icky. So we're gonna be getting rid of those and doing normal storage. Also, when you're in a small space, it helps to have things below you. That way, while you're walking through, everything still feels open. Having so much up here really encloses a space, so these are just not going to work out. We're also, I'm gonna have you switch back. We're also going to make something, so this is completely level up to here. And then, I'm not sure how we're gonna do that either. Brandon will probably have to makeshift something to slide in and stay until we get our toys. I don't want it permanent, because we definitely plan on getting toys. But then we're getting the whole porch set up for this, so it can be put out and porch with all the guardrails and stuff. And then because this will be lifted, it'll just be kind of like a step out to your porch, just like you would your normal backyard. And then we're getting these big sliding glass doors for it too, so this space is going to feel super open and have so much light in it. And that was like my biggest selling point, is having all the light. The windows are great, but just imagine this completely open, and to be able to look outside, or on a nice day you just open your doors and you're immediately at your back porch through your bedroom, and you can have your morning coffee out there. Just bliss.
all right, so we're going to get after it now. Start ripping this stuff out, and hopefully we don't damage too many things.
Is there a piece stuck on the fan? Oh, it's the top part.
Ow!
Punch it out!
Alright, so we just removed it, and as you can see, just like we knew what was gonna, I mean, it's gonna happen at some point.
Yeah.
We're in a trailer.
Yeah.
So there's all the wires. Tons of exposed.
Yeah.
But what we're kind of thinking is
It looks like a rainbow waffle.
we would just make a wall right here, just a little one. So trying to do this where we can at an angle, but
Show them,
little
like, it
tiny
used
wall.
to come out to here.
Yeah.
So it's really, if we just build like just around it nice and tight, honestly we could even probably like do a little door if we wanted to, so it was easily accessible. But this is all the space that it was taking up. So by building off of here, just so everything is hidden, then we can do his idea, corner shelves along it, which is still going to make it way more open, just open shelving for things.
yeah. Yep, so that's our new one, but we'll get back at that once we get done clearing all this stuff out. So.
Yeah.
Back at it, more demolition, but yeah, so here's some more shelves. That's what we got so far. Shelving, and well, all of that. All right, well, we've been doing that. So we reached ourselves another pickle. All right, so right here, the problem is we don't want any of that up there.
No.
But we got this fan, and we need a fan because we like to cook, and that fan goes outside. So there's a vent behind here that goes outside.
Ooh.
So,
So, another idea, I haven't discussed this with him yet.
yeah.
But they have those fans that they sit where you need them to, and they come with a little thing that goes up and bolts in to hold it. And they have those at like IKEA and stuff, and you can get the proper distance size so it goes up and doesn't just like end and look really So that's an option too, because then it will be mounted all the way up.
Yeah, see, the problem is what we're trying to figure out is if we want to keep that there, we could try. Can you move that from so I don't trip and fall, die on the vlog. So we're thinking about ripping this out, and all of this, and then keeping the support because these guys are all the way around. Oh, and then I have an outlet up there. So if I get rid of that, then we lose the outlet, which, I mean, I guess that's fine, but you know, everybody wants outlets. So I'm going to try to pull this down and see if this will still support and be sturdy, which it should. If we like it, then we might go with that, because then we can just paint it and then put maybe some, what are we doing, floating shelves maybe up here?
Yeah.
Or, I mean, this could just be one big open shelf and put one floating shelf all the way across. That could be kind of cool. So we're going to rip this out and see if that holds. If it doesn't hold well, then we're going to rip the whole thing out, and then we'll have to build a vent that goes up, or I don't know. We're kind of just figuring this out. So you guys will be able to figure it out with us, I guess. So stay tuned. So Mama's been trying to get the mirror off for about a half hour now, and she finally got it off, and we found out why, and that's because they used freaking Gorilla Glue double stick tape Why I know it's that stuff is I've used it on my cuts before.
Yeah, well, and
It'll rip leather off, man.
Yeah, with how, I mean, this nail's already, like, look at it. It's so easy to ruin the wall. If I just ripped it off, I would literally rip the entire wall off.
Paper thin freaking walls.
Anyone want a mirror?
All right, for sale, $6. So I think what we're gonna do right here is we're gonna pull this off as soon as we're ready to do it, not right now. Just this piece of wood right here, and we're gonna do a cedar right there, and then we're gonna do cedar in here, cedar on the back, cedar right here, cedar on the top, and then this is just gonna be a big cedar nook, and then another little shelf in here, maybe a floating shelf or something. But I think it would just look really cool.
And then it'd be for spices.
Yeah, or some plants or whatever that you want to put up there, just decor. All right, we're gonna catch up. Only because we've had it off for a little bit, only because it's taken a long time. So we just got rid of the trim around the door. I think we're gonna do cedar around that. And now I'm working on this boy. But I think I'm only gonna pull the top off and keep this as a shelf for right now because the CD player is there and a few other wires are on top of it. And we might be able to cut it down and keep it, because we're going to need a shelf for our sound bar. So we're going to try that and see if we like it, but later on, if it's something that we don't like, then we'll have to get rid of it, and then we'll have to move this guy and basically run the wires all the way up and then back down here, and we're going to have shelving right here that go up, and then we'll have to put it on the bottom part of the shelving or something. But that'll be the last resort, depending on what that looks like when we're done. But there's this right here. We got rid of that. Mallory's working on the trim right here. We're pulling all the trim down because that trim sucks. I think we're pulling it out of here. Yep, it's already out of the bedroom on the side. Oh crap, I forgot I have to get, I'm pulling all of that out. That'll be fun. Oh, we have a TV.
No swearing, it's a family channel.
Ah, family channel. Gotta bleep that out. Woo! All right, so we'll do an update here in a little bit. I'm not bleeding yet, so that's good. What are we doing?
Hey guys, so we are trying to find a paint for our living room slash kitchen. I want to do some sort of a white paint, that way it's really open and airy, and the light will reflect off the walls. So we're trying to find a color. This is one of my favorite colors. It's Polar Bear by Bear. That's the brand. It's one of my favorites. It's a really good brand. And yes, I just want something white, and then we're gonna pick a dark black color for our bottom cabinet, and we also have to pick like a dark yet bright green. Is probably gonna be the trickiest color for our master bedroom. So that's the dealio now. I don't know if it stresses anyone else out to find the perfect paint color, but it stresses me out.
I will hide him.
No, you won't. Don't hit the card into the paint. You're gonna pick all of them up.
Okay, so I really like these ones. This is my favorite white. And then there's this one that has a lot of gray in it. It looks really smoky, but this one seems to be like an in-between of those colors.
They look white to me. That's why I'm not picking any of this
Yeah.
Nope.
My only worry is that this one is like white, which I want. I don't know. I might do the in-between one, because it's still gonna look really freaking white.
Yeah, you're gonna be doing a lot of cleaning. You got boo-boo fingers.
Yeah, but this is like for all this, like the walls and upper, and then it's gonna be high gloss is what I'm gonna ask. So it's gonna be easy to wipe off, and then the bottom is still gonna be a really dark color, so it's not gonna actually be as bad.
I can't even pick out a Snickers or a Milky Way, so I let her deal with this. I would never be able to pick it out. Dark green. That one.
The thing is, because it's a small space already, and it doesn't have tons of light, especially since we don't have the gate up or the backdrop down. It's going to be dark. It's going to be darker than these. So I'm thinking probably more of one of these, leaning more towards this one, because it's already going to be so dark in there that you don't want the darkest color. Like that room that we looked at with those people, how their room looked really, really dark. Theirs was more like this color or that color when they actually showed.
Green.
Yeah, so I might do that one. Because we also have the black trim in there. So that's already going to make it dark too.
And this is what we're going to go with. Dark Everglade.
Luminous leather.
Luminous leather and Flavia white. I'm not good at it. Happy?
Yeah.
Is that the ones? Those are the ones.
Yeah, I think
We're not doing Boo Boo's room yet, right?
No, Boo's room's not going to be done until the bathroom situation is situated.
The bathroom situated is situated. Alright. On to the next spot.
So.
Alright, now we're looking for floors.
Yeah, this is what we see everyone using on their RV, toy hauler, whatever remodels, is this Life-Proof brand, and everyone says that they love it, but we don't have a lot of color options, and we're kind of specific with what we want. We want like a dark gray. Like this stuff is too farmhouse, too pretty, and we're not those people.
Yeah, no, we're not those people.
That's an issue.
This is an issue.
Brown. I don't like that. I do really like. Where'd it go? Is it this one? I like these dark ones. Like that dark gray.
Yeah, that's pretty cool.
Yeah, I like this one.
Or even that Kamar oak up there is kind of cool.
Kamara oak? Yeah, that's too woodsy though. That's cabiny. I like this because it still has a lot of the stretch that this one doesn't. This?
Yeah.
That's dark. That's really dark.
I like dark. Or the one above it, smoked wood fusion's kind of cool.
It's too cowboy. You keep going cowboy. Cowboy, cowboy. Yeah, I mean, I could opt for something like this, but it has a lot of like warm brown tones.
That's mine.
Lots of choices. So everything, as you can see, is not a whole lot of choices, and everything is can't take anything home. It's all gone. No, none for you. None for you. So it looks like the only one on here is this guy, and potentially this guy. So we grabbed a sample of that one, but that one doesn't have any. And we'll try that, see what it looks like.
It's not going to be overwhelming.
Alright, so we decided we're going to do this one. Yeah. Because it's dark. We're doing our cabinetry on the bottom, black. So this is going to kind of pop out a little bit. I don't know, I think it's going to look good. We'll find out, I guess. I catch the family. What's up, everyone? Alright, so we're going to do a quick update. We're getting carried away and I keep forgetting. So, we're going to catch you up. So, we already started sanding.
Yeah.
So here we go. Mallory is sanding away. We are going to use an electric sander, but we just feel that cleanup would take even longer than if we just hand sanded. At least this way we can kind of control the dust.
Yeah.
So we are already sanding away, or Mallory is actually sanding away, and we got the island done. She's probably in this, what, maybe 20 minutes?
Yeah.
Yeah, it's actually going along pretty well. So we're using 80 grit right now, getting it knocked down. Once we get it done with the 80 grit, then we'll go back through this with 150.
Yeah, well, we actually might not have to. It's not that rough. Like, it really isn't. So, yeah. And because we're not staining it, we don't have to get rid of all of it. I just have to make it, take off the little sealant layers and stuff so the paint sticks to it. So pretty much all that is off with all this stuff.
Yep. So, and we got the foam pads, so when we come in and use things, we're not wiping this out too much. But I still think that even if this gets rounded off, it'll still look good. Yeah. So, maybe I'll even give it a little bit more of that rigid industrial look because it's blemished. All right. Okay, so I have gone around and getting started on just the outside. I did get up on the roof. The roof is actually freaking awesome. There's nothing wrong with it, which is very surprising because all toy haulers leak. But I'm probably going to reseal a couple little spots, but I'll bring you guys up there at another time. Right now, I just went through basically everything electrical and just sprayed it all down. Like I said, I just don't want to get any corrosion on it, so keep this in here. Sprayed everything down there. Went all the way around, re-lubricated everything, including our ladder. And just basically sprayed everything down with penetrating oil. Just for maintenance later on, if we need to get anything, it's already broke loose, hopefully. And now what I'm going to do is, I'm getting this, I got this, which I'm pretty excited about. So, I'm going to, any cracks or any little seals that need to be touched up or screws or whatnot, I'm just going to spray down with this. I'm actually testing it on the front of this trailer to see what it looks like. And then I'm going back through and I'm getting some of the old crappy foam that's under this that's brittle, and I'm ripping it out just with a knife, and I'm going to fill it back up with this nice and thick. So there's not an 18-year-old that went on a Friday that was building this thing, got a little bit too heavy and we didn't put enough on there. So we're basically, I'm just going to be under here for the next couple hours going through all this. So we'll touch back in here shortly. Alright, quick recap. Long day. We are still sanding. Prep work, prep work, prep work, prep. It's all about the prep work, right?
Wait, make sure you don't break those boards.
I'm not. Yeah. Getting the ladder down right now. And then we still got to do all of this, of course. But Mallory is already going to town on the wall.
Yeah, we're just doing the whole slide out's done. So all this stuff over here still has to be sanded.
So she's sanded it.
Two birds with one stone.
Yeah. So this is what's looking like so far, white. Yeah.